I've been super excited to make this video because I got a new piano. And in today's episode of how boring of shit can I talk about and you'll still all watch it because I'm standing here without a shirt on, I'm gonna talk about all the intricacies and nuances of this piano and how I got here. My undergrad degree is in music composition and piano performance, so I played piano since I was like 2 years old. And the number one thing that I wanted when I moved out of my parents' house was a grand piano. But before we lived in this house, we lived in a tiny condo in Seattle, and it was like 700 square feet. It was on the 3rd floor. I had a crappy downstairs neighbor. There was no way a piano was happening. So when we moved into this house, the very first thing that I went looking for was a grand piano. And I wound up buying a 1993 Kimball Viennese Classic. And in the 90s, Kimball owned a bigger brand that people probably know better called Bosendorfer. And they make really high quality, bougie, super expensive pianos. They're like $200,000. So a lot of their construction techniques that they use in their cheaper pianos came from the things that they learned from Bosendorfer. But it was still fundamentally a budget piano. So when the opportunity came up, I was able to trade it in for this thing, which is a 1979 Yamaha G2. And if you don't know anything about pianos, that's like trading in a well-maintained 2004 Ford Fiesta for like a refurbished and restored 1975 Porsche. Some of the cool things about this piano: deep construction, Bruce soundboard, weighted action that Yamaha was famous for in the 80s and 90s for good repetitive notes and trills and stuff. So the actual action just feels incredible compared to the Kimball. They were also really known for having pretty hard hammers and actions at the time. But over time, what happens is those hammers eventually get worn down and it gets this warm, rounded, mellow, like kind of lush sound. And it's just such a good piano to play. It gets so soft. And the Una Corda pedal is just like the softest thing ever, and everything feels just like tight and put together and well constructed, and I love it so much, and it's so much fun to play. So I'm gonna play a little bit of some stuff for you. Anyways, enjoy. And also, just as a disclaimer, I can't see a goddamn thing when I'm playing in the head, so it just sounds so good. And with the Una Corda pedal, anyways, it just sounds so good. It makes me so happy. I just wanted to share it. So anyways, see you next time. That's it.